Okay, so we're solving this proportion by cross multiplication. We've cross multiplied and now we're dividing by 5 to solve for W. 564 divided by 5. Also gives us 112.8. So we have a few ways to solve this problem. But like I said, most students tend to be familiar with this cross multiplication method, so that's what I'll stick to as I solve more examples. In a local soccer league, the ratio of goalies to the total number of players on a team is about 2 to 30. I'll go ahead and write that down. So goalies to total. If the league has 915 players, about how many goalies are there? Okay, so I'm going to write a proportion, which is an equation stating that I have two equal ratios. I have 915 total players. So that's got to go on the bottom since that's where I'm placing my total players. And we're solving for how many goalies there are. We can cross multiply. 30 times x is 30x. 2 times 915 will be 1,830. And then we can divide both sides by 30 to solve for x. 30 divided by 30 is 1x. And just use our calculator again. 1,830 divided by 30 gives us 61 goalies. All right, let's try another example. The ratio of defensive players to the total number of players in a different soccer league is about 9 to 30. 9 defense, 30 total. I'm just labeling so I keep track of what my numbers represent. If the league has 890 players, about how many defensive players are in the league? Okay, 890. Should that go on top or on bottom? Well, that's the total number of players again, so it'll go on bottom. And I'm solving for how many defensive players are in the league. I could even use a variable like D since I'm looking for the number of defensive players. 30 times D is 30D. Whoops. And then I would do 9 times 890. Whoa. 8,010. And lastly, I would need to divide by 30. So the number of defensive players is 267. Explain how you can solve the proportion for x. Go ahead and try it. We are just going to cross multiply. We don't have a situation to think about, just practicing the steps. Pause the video and see how you do. Okay, we would start by doing 152 times x, which is 152x, and we would do 19 times 4. Okay, we want to solve for x. We want to get x by itself, so we could divide by 152, so it's just 1x. On both sides, 76 divided by 152. Okay, we could use a calculator to give us a decimal result. We could reduce this fraction. There are some options. And if you're not even sure what to reduce by, just start reducing it by something. And then the fraction will just get smaller and smaller. Let's see, 75, 76. Well, guess we can divide by 19 even, can't we? Because 19 times 2 is 38. This just makes 1/2. We could also have used a calculator to get a decimal answer. That was just doing some reducing. If we used our calculator, what do we have? 76 divided by 152. Yeah, 0.5, 1/2. All right, that's it for this lesson. I'll see you next time for our last lesson for this topic.